ServiceNow Automation Test Framework, using Test Modeler's automation recorder as a rapid and complete solution to testing ServiceNow applications. At the heart of our test automation framework using ATF is Test Modeler. You can use Test Modeler to design a model of the system logic. In this video, we're going to be importing and creating models from recorded manual tester activity. We're going to export optimized automated test cases from these recordings with the associated test data into the ServiceNow platform as ATF test suites. We're then going to run the tests, capture the run results, and synchronize the results back into Test Modeler and any project management systems along the way. So let's jump into the demo. I've split the demo up into 5 parts so you can skip through. Okay, so here we are inside ServiceNow, and this is the form that we're going to be recording our tests on, which is the user's form for creating new records in ServiceNow. What you'll see inside the browser here in the top right hand corner is the Test Modeler extension. This is where we can record tester activity. So what we're going to do here is go into the extension and click Start, and we're going to go through and make a new entry. Here we're going to add a user with the first name Vishal and the last name Cox, and we'll click the Submit button. We'll see here we get a new notification saying a device has been created. If I go into the recorder here and click Stop, we'll see that 6 actions have been recorded. We can review the journey here and see a descriptor for each of the activities that took place. What we're going to do now is upload this into our repository by clicking the Upload button here and giving it a name and clicking Upload. We're just inside Test Modeler, our web-based modeling engine, and we're going to head over to the Models view here and create a new model called Service Form. We'll click OK and we'll open this up, and that will create a new model for us. So here we have our blank model. Now we're going to go into the connectors view here and click on Import from Recording. We'll navigate to the right project, and what we'll see here are the recorded activities that we brought in. So we went to the URL and then we went down and entered some details into our forms. So we'll select these 2 and click Import, and we're going to map to our ServiceNow automation layer. What we'll see here is a model has been automatically created from all of our recorded activities. So we'll see here the different users that have been entered and the different paths through these forms that have been taken. If we look in the test data panel here that's been overlaid, what we'll see is that it's automatically created 4 variables for us: a title, email, last name, and first name. It's also automatically assigned the static data that has come through from our recordings. So we'll see here inside this block that we've assigned the name James into our first name variable. What's also happened here is test automation has been overlaid on top of the model. So if we look at our blocks here, we'll see that we have some automation recipes defined using our ServiceNow action pack overlaid in our module editor. Here the recipe is going through opening the user form, entering some text into the first name field, binding it with our first name variable, and then entering a last name and binding it with our last name variable. And we'll see here as I go through the model the different recipes that have been defined for navigating through the forms. The final module here goes through and clicks the Submit button inside the ServiceNow form. So what we have here is a model that's been automatically created, which has the test data and test automation overlaid. We could go through here and augment our model to cover a much richer set of equivalence classes for each form input and model some of the additional logical combinations, and also overlay synthetic data or match it to pull in the right data from back-end databases. The next step here is we can go in and generate an optimal set of test cases for our form. So here it's come back with 3 paths, and we'll see as I go through these paths the different deviations through the model. Each of these paths represents a test case. Now what I can do is I can go out, click on the Run button here, and we're going to export these tests into ServiceNow using our ServiceNow process. So I'll hit Execute here. Now our export is complete, we'll go back into ServiceNow We'll do a refresh on our test suites. And what we'll see here is our service form test suite that has been created. And if we open that up, we'll see our 3 test cases created inside ServiceNow, along with the definitions for each of those test steps displayed. Now what we can do is inside the test suite, we can run this test suite just by clicking the test run and starting a new test runner, which will go off and execute the test inside our ServiceNow environment. So we'll let this run and then we'll review the results once it's complete. So our test suite has now completed, and we'll see here the results in ServiceNow. What we can also do is go into Test Modeler here. We'll do a refresh on the test suite, and we'll also see the results have synchronized on top of the model, and we'll see our results here on each path is now set to passed. Thanks for watching this video. To find out more, please visit curiositysoftware.ie.